Slated. Scream it out.
Taped interview with Robert Clark, film Vietnam. Robert, can you tell me about the most harrowing or frightening experience that you had in Vietnam?
Well, I don't know whether it was frightening or harrowing. I suppose looking back on it, it could have been worse. But although looking back on it, we quite often laugh about it too. It's where the journalist there with us decided he'd like us to go in with the South Vietnamese just to see them do an airdrop and film the whole deal. Well, we went in with them in the Huey, and the idea was for me to leap out, film them piling out of the Huey, then leap back in because they took straight off again. Well, everything went fine. We leapt out, we filmed like mad. Next minute the copter took off. He wasn't going to wait any longer.
Why was that?
Well, that's their most vulnerable time, just sitting there above the ground. If they get a cannon or a bazooka lined up on them, they're finished.
Was there any fire in the area at the time?
We could hear firing in the distance, just pop of small arms, but whose side was firing, we have no idea. It could have been Viet Cong, it could have been South Vietnamese just shooting at shadows. We have no idea of that.
So the journalist was taken up on the helicopter and you were left there stranded behind enemy lines?
Yes, we're about 20 miles behind the lines. The idea was the South Vietnamese worked their way back through the lines, just cleaning up what they could on the way back to headquarters.
Obviously you weren't looking forward to the prospect of fighting your way back with the Vietnamese troops.
Not at all. No, not the slightest. I was fortunate enough to have a public relations man from the American Army with us who got straight onto the radio and called the colonel, who turned the air blue for a while with his language. But he did finally decide that he'd send the next wave in who was supposed to land in the next paddy field over. He'd drop them in on our paddy field and pick us up, which he did.